The Fireball, one of the fastest dinghies in the world. The Fireball class is an amateur class, one down from Olympic level, with over 15,000 boats based in more than 25 different countries worldwide. This year, Barbados was the first Caribbean venue to host their annual World Championships.
This event here in Barbados, we've got 70 boats taking part, which is phenomenal considering the economic climate we're living in. Per boat, it would probably cost about 10,000 US to come and do an event like this in Barbados, which is it's a big ask.
Not least because the two-man crews not only need to transport themselves, but also their boats.
Boat transport's expensive, airfare was cheap, the accommodations are in the middle, food's expensive. But the pleasure we're getting here is unparalleled. This is a great place, great people, great yacht club.
And then there are the costs of running the event.
We are very fortunate in Barbados because we've got a good deal of support from local industry, and they put an awful lot of money into this event. The entry fee is 500 US. It's difficult for me to put an exact figure on the cost, but it would be well in excess of $500,000 US to put this thing together.
Largely funded by principal sponsor, the Barbados Tourism Authority, which has contributed in excess of $150,000. Not a huge amount in terms of global sporting events, but still a substantial layout for a small championship like this. However, it should generate more than respectable returns.
The estimate of arrivals is approximately 350 persons. And if you using our formula over a 17-day period, that will equate to somewhere in the region of 1.5 million US dollars that they would have spent over the 17 days. So I think it speaks well. I think we'd like to do it again next year.
But it's not just about spend during this particular event. It's about building the brand of Barbados as a host for future sporting events.
Sports is a natural platform which companies seek now to develop their business. And Barbados, obviously, having the kind of infrastructure which we have, we also recognize that it's an opportunity which we need to take advantage of. And we've hosted the World Cup cricket in 2007. We've had golf before that. So I think sports tourism will be the major platform by which many destinations will seek to develop their business, and likewise Barbados.
And already it seems that sailing has the wind behind it.
From a tourism point of view, it's a good thing. And from a sailing point of view, it's an exceptional thing to land a big class like the Fireballs. And now we seem to get interest from other classes. So it's kind of having a snowball effect.
It's easy to see why Barbados makes such a perfect setting for this kind of event, not least because while the seas are so calm at this idyllic Caribbean beach setting, out here it's another story entirely. While this may not be ideal filming conditions, it's perfect for racing.
We're getting the strong trade winds now, and I'm expecting the sailing to be what we call champagne sailing, as good as it gets, windy, big waves, and it's going to be fantastic, I'm sure.
The racing consists of 3 laps around a triangular-shaped course, with the winning boat expected to cross the line in a time of around 60 minutes. After a week of practice races, it's time to get serious.
For the World Championships, there's 2 races a day, and we've got 10 races in total.
Of course, an event like this is as important for the sailing industry as the sailors themselves. Most of the crews for the top 10 boats are either directly working in the industry or sponsored by it. Dave Wade is sales manager for P&B Sales, who supplies sails to over 60% of the competition fleet.
It's hugely important. If we're not here, the international scene don't get to see us. It's our one chance a year to basically meet up with people, help them out with their settings of their boats, make sure they're all going quick, and basically take feedback from people. So it's vastly important.
Particularly as races can be won or lost on the setup of the rig.
Similar to sort of Formula One, we have our racing trim, and as the conditions change, we have to change the rig, like the engine gets tweaked on a Formula One car, we're changing our rig. On a windy day like today, what we'll try and do is make our sails as flat as possible so the air flows around them very quickly.
With the boats racing at speeds of up to 20 knots downwind, it's easy to see how it can become addictive.
I'll never give it up. I like the water. And in fact, for me, I'm a wee bit stubborn. I've structured my life around it, which is my love.
And it's tapping into exactly this kind of passion that Barbados hopes will give their sails a real boom.